You know, the point of no return. No return means you're never coming back to this day as the same person. Every day is an opportunity based on your choices on how you look at things, how you perceive them, the accountability and responsibility of your actions, the choices you make every day. That is what you are in the mirror today. If you don't like it, or it could be better, it's on your terms how that works, no one else's. You have to find the motivation to make those hard steps for change. It's not easy. The hardest step is that first step towards greatness. The only thing hard than that is looking back on your life knowing you could have been great, but time's expired. You get nothing to do about it. That motivation must come from within. Everything from within that prospers. Motivation cannot be your neighbor. It cannot be the competition of something else. It's got to be you, only you. Beating yourself day in, day out. The greatest agony in life, I feel, is the belief inside yourself you can be something, but you're holding on to an untold story because you don't have the intestinal fortitude to face it and go for it. This hard work in here, as hard as it is, it's a lot easier than living with an untold story inside yourself. This hard work ensures our story gets fucking published. I always say it, man, I'll say it again because it's so fucking, such pearls here. If your mentality is never one saying good enough today, I promise tomorrow you'll always have enough. Because good enough is never known until the final hour, if you're the one standing. Challenge everything that's going on. Don't let society put you in a glass where your name is second tier. Your job, whatever you're doing, you know, gotta be here for this, gotta be here for that, gotta be there. You be there because you want to be there. You run the day and stop having the day run you. Huge different mindset there. Outcome exponential.
Words like integrity and honor and discipline, character, they're lost in society. That's why when you see something pure, it just jumps off the page, jumps off the screen, jumps off. You're just like, I gotta have it. So you figure all this out, man. And you go through the gym and all the pain, there's a lot of pain there. But if you push past the pain, then you feel that pride, man. You get kind of choked up about it. Because it's worthy of being choked up. I'm sitting here talking to a fucking camera, man, getting all fucking mystified about it. Because it's that alive. Holds that much value, man. Someone gives you a check, you cash it, you don't even know what that is, man. I give you a title, you don't know what that is. It's not until you earn that fucker and you understand the value of it, man.
The adversity that you fight, the adversity they fought, so much. It usually breaks men, that kind of adversity. But then again, for other men, that kind of adversity breaks records because it pushes them to another level. How can one person shoulder so much responsibility? How can one person go to war every single day with no guarantee it's going to go their way? How does one go one foot after another for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, sacrifice everything for the belief of something? Because they believe it. And it doesn't matter if they win or lose. It's just the fact that they're committed to try. And to continue to try and continue to try. Never failing to try. That pain you feel, that's the payment of success. You must be willing to shoulder that pain to get the success. The success is something that's a very lonely path in this world because few are willing to make that down payment of pain for that futurement of success, the better life. Very few are. And when you get the success, what comes with that is many that love you, but the majority will hate you for it because your success is a spotlight shining down on their missed opportunities, where they came up short, where they didn't quite have it inside and never went back to revisit it, where failure is what stood instead of improving failure for success. Man, they fucking suck. They aren't fun. But I'd rather them suck here on my terms than my life sucking later in life. With a shitty future ahead. You lose some battles in life, but if you always put your heart and passion forward first as your main objective, you will win the war. You will be remembered. You will live a life that's proud. It's a legacy for us to follow. Your place on this earth will be remembered. Your markings will be left. Set out to do something, went through it, along the way, faced adversity, faced the pain, right in the eyes, kept going past it. Pain, temporary, pride forever. Completed, check that motherfucker. Continue to do that, man. Only one place to go. Whew, up. For the common man's always remembered. Because he's the hardest fucking worker in the gym. That's you guys too.
You guys have heard of this, the second wind mentality of life. You got the second wind? Well, the problem is, most people when they go on a run, they never exhaust their first wind. They never go to the extreme, to the level of fatigue, where the first wind expires, where they realize there's even a second wind to begin with. They sit there and make excuses here and excuses there. There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest fucking worker there.
Stop listening to all these people that haven't walked it yet, haven't became it yet. Listen to yourself. We all have to pay the price in life. I promise you that. We're all going to pay the same price. The only options you have in life is if you pay them on your terms or they pay it against your terms. That's it. But we're all going to pay the same amount of pain. I'd rather be in here paying for it right now instead of later in life wondering what could have been. Paying as going 9-to-5 job for some dickhead boss I don't want to have. You have a strong belief, guys. You're committed. There's no second guessing. There's no hesitation. You're committed. And when you're committed with that belief, you expect the pain to come. You expect adversity to come. You expect troubled times to come. You welcome that because that's the heat, the obscure nature that's required for you to change for that betterment, to have a superiority mentality. You welcome that because your belief is so strong. You are committed. In the world of commitment, there isn't a medium commitment, a moderate commitment, a low commitment. It's either committed or non-committed. There's no in between. It's either you go or you don't go at all. So when your belief is that strong, that's why you become a student of the game first. Student of the game with the belief that you can win this. You apply your brain first to the activity physically. That way every physical activity has results. And you are achieving your goals, knowing you're getting knocked down in the process of greatness. Again, guys, you have the fucking purpose. There's a reason you're here. If you don't have a reason to be here, then your actions here won't have a result. You're wasting your time. Don't come here and just love tap it like you do at work. Fucking, this is your life, man. Fucking hit it with some fucking passion. And you're going somewhere in life. I love the band of curls. As you go, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. You hit the peak. Also, the way you grab it is never symmetrical. I mean, one side's gonna pull more than the other, forced to react. That's called life, guys. Life's never a smooth sail of life. There's always bumps, currents, shifts in the system that you don't want to expect it. That right there, I wasn't quite ready for. It's uneven, unloaded bar, forced to react, change it, cores locking in. Growth, 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 the person you want to be. Check. I tell you, the harder and harder you work in here, the harder and harder it becomes to accept failure out there. Second place isn't an option anymore, guys. The more you give in here, the more you get out there. Why would you not want to give it at all? What else are you gonna do? You come here and kill it right now? Or stay home on the couch? You know, watching the life pass you by. I know it sounds like habitual what I say all the time, but sometimes you got it ingrained in your head. What else would you be doing right now? Taking the time off? Or taking the time to get ahead? It's just, that seems so simple to me, a solution that the choice is there. If it doesn't seem so easy to you, it's because you don't believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, you want to be in here killing it. Because it's giving you that much more of a chance because you believe you can come that. The people that don't come in here because they're tired and stuff are people that don't believe in themselves. That's why they don't see the asset of being in the gym to grow. They see it as a waste of time. because they don't believe they can ever get there. So therefore, why take the precautionary steps to sharpen and hone the arsenal to really go to battle? Because they don't even want to go to battle because they know they're going to lose. You heard that story about the guy who gave up? You did it? Yeah, no one else did either. When I say commitment and belief has to be unparalleled, it's either you're in or you're out. What that means is that if you are in and you believe in yourself, no one can change that. The weak motherfuckers of the world are committed when everything's in a perfect setting. But as soon as things get hard, they start having doubts. And why is it doubts? Not because they're failing, because other people are saying stuff and they're giving value to these third-party people as if they're going to help them. No one's going to help you. No one's ever going to help you guys. You've got to help yourself. And I hate to say this, you really can't trust anyone but yourself. And if you trust yourself and you bet on yourself, you'll never lose. But if you start to put someone else's efforts in the equation of success for your own individual path, you're going to be sadly mistaken on what comes from that path. Bet on yourself, believe in yourself. Don't allow anyone else's opinion, voice, actions to dictate what's going on. Because the further and further and further along the path you go, and the closer and closer you get to the end goal, that result, you're gonna see more and more people start acting funny around you.
Ranger school, man, it wasn't about becoming a ranger. That got me to start the course because I respected the elite brotherhood there. The title, the echelon of success that such a small group of society that has that right to call themselves. But that was quickly gone the first fucking day, man. Beating my ass up. You know, I walk in at 2 or 3 in the morning and hey, shit stick, get the fuck down. Man, I didn't walk 3 feet into that compound, 500 push-ups, man, I can't move my arms. And I got 70 days of this shit, I'm only 5 minutes into it, I'm already dead. And I came into the best shape of my life. Oh my God, man. You think that title is in my mind at that point? I don't think so. What keeps me going? When you're in the gym, you know, to get in shape, that sounds great when you're sitting on the couch or you're back before the starting line wargaming how great it'd be to finish the marathon under 3 hours. But when you start running the third, fourth mile, all of a sudden, whoa, we lose our interest in that goal because it gets too hard. You gotta find more fucking value and believe in yourself before you embark on these journeys. And once you have it, guys, let's jump to it. Once you have that belief, let's say you can figure that belief out. That's so strong that it overrides the crowd's disbelief, the adversities, anything. You welcome that shit because that right there is supposed to fucking happen. Because without that kind of abuse on you, you will not become the battle-tested, proven champion that holds a title, that has the value of the title. You never become what a ranger tab fucking means. You must go through those ends. Hit rock bottom. Your worst hour of despair becomes your best as you get back up. You learn from that. If you give it all you have, you're gonna get max potential back. And then who knows what will come. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You'll never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl. If you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go? That's the faster that opportunity will come to life for you. It's up to you guys. But, you know, in adversity, guys, is where you find character. When the winds of the world, when the winds of life don't hit your sail, the champions man up and just grab the fucking oar and drive that ship in the direction they want to go. It's not about the opportunities given to you, it's about the opportunities you create. Failure is part of the recipe for success. You fail 1,000 times before you succeed. Every single person has. It's the losers that fail once and quit. Every winner has failed. The loser and the winner both fail. It's just that the winner gets back up and does it again. Very lonely road success is. Know that going into it. But it's the only road that will lead to a life of remembrance.